Mr. Forges, good morning, sir.
Morning, my name's Landry Forges, DOC number 569-896.
Yes, sir. So you're here for a revocation decision. Do you have a revocation questionnaire there in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your signature at the bottom of that page?
Yes, ma'am.
And so we're here for a revocation decision this morning, and according to your answers to that questionnaire, you're not eligible for appointed counsel. So are you ready to proceed this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's see. Well, let me get the right page first. All right, sir. I'm going to read the allegations against you, after which you'll enter a plea of guilty or not guilty, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Before we vote, we'll talk about it. So you're accused of violating condition number 4, which states on or about June 18, 2023, NOPD issued a domestic violence warrant for you with charges of simple criminal damage to property and battery upon a dating partner. You were arrested by probation and parole Jefferson District on July 7th, 2023. How do you plead to violate condition number 4?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. So your case has been assigned to me. I'll start the discussion with you. So you pled not guilty to violating condition number 4. And I noticed that you went to court. The DA did accept those charges, and you did go to court and you pled guilty on October 27th, 2023.
Yeah, I pleaded to simple battery.
And simple criminal damage to property?
Yes, ma'am.
So condition number 4 says, I will not engage in criminal activity. So you want to tell us what happened?
Oh, yeah, it started off as a verbal on the phone, and we was outside my girlfriend's building, and she came out, and we started arguing face to face, and she got a little physical. So as me being a male figure, I blocked and guarded myself, and I kind of like just pushed her a little, and she fell on the ground.
Why'd you push her?
Because she got physical with me, and I was like blocking myself. As me being a male figure, I just just defend. I just pushed just a little, and she fell.
And so let me ask you this: how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
How much you weigh?
Like 140.
And she's 5'3", weighs 125. Something like that.
No, she's like 5'5", 5'6", like a little bit taller, like by like my height, a little taller.
Well, it must be when she's wearing heels. So when you went to court, you were sentenced to your credit for time served, and you were detained in July. So you had served 3 months.
Yes.
They issued a stay away order from her for 2 years. Required that you receive anger management, you pay restitution to her of $300, and an ankle monitor. Is all that right?
I didn't plead guilty to the ankle monitor. It was simple battery, criminal damage, and restitution, and 2-year stay away order.
Yep. Well, I have that an ankle monitor was ordered.
Okay, because I went like to court on a Monday, and they discussed the ankle monitor, and my lawyer said just come back Thursday, and they're not gonna give me the ankle monitor. So I don't know if that was still in the deal.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, that was what happened in court. This is a whole different proceeding. Do you have any questions?
I do. What was the simple criminal damage to property, Mr. Borges?
Oh, it was a window.
Well, tell me about that.
Oh, we was inside. Well, it was like a little bit before that we was inside and I threw something at the window.
What did you throw at the window?
But I threw at the window like a glass.
A what?
A glass,
Why?
just kind of out of anger.
So you weren't outside and threw something up at a window from outside?
No, ma'am.
Well, let me ask you this. You said that the altercation was outside, that you were outside her apartment, you called her, she came outside, y'all got into this altercation where you pushed her and she fell. So when were you
That was
in?
that was before we was arguing on the phone outside. That was earlier that day.
Did you slash your tires?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Were her tires slashed?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, why did you plead guilty
Plead guilty to what, simple criminal damage?
and simple battery?
Oh, simple. Because she got a little physical with me and I pushed her off of me. So I guess that's, my lawyer explained to me, I guess that's, that's simple battery.
What are you on parole for?
Um, convicted felon with a firearm.
How long have you been on parole?
I was released out of prison April 6th of 2022. So I was on parole for like 14 months before.
And were you reporting to your parole officer?
I reported a couple of times, but I was mostly at work. And one of the parole officers I had, he said just he told me download an app and we was and when we'll talk on the screen like that. We'll talk on the phone like that. But he was contacting me.
Were you paying your supervision fees?
Yeah, yeah. When I can, sometimes sometimes they'll go in the hole for like 100 to 150, but I'll try to, keep it low as possible.
Well,
I was driving box trucks and then I started working at the plant. So I
okay.
mostly worked 12-hour shifts.
Mr. Landry, first of all, we do have police reports and stuff. And when she first called the police and they got there, you had left the location. But then you returned and you threw rocks at the victim's second floor window, breaking the glass. So, you were outside when you threw whatever you threw at the window. And when you called her that day to come down, you told her that you had slashed her tires and she came down to check to see if you had in fact slashed your tires. And it's at that point that you approached her and struck her and pushed her to the ground and hit her again.
I couldn't, there's no possible way that I could have got to her car because her car is gated.
I didn't say you slashed her tires. I said you told her that you slashed her tires, which is the reason that she came down to make sure her car was okay.
No, because I couldn't get to her car. It was we was arguing and she came down.
Thank you, Mrs. Fortis.
Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
I said thank
It
you.
broke up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Forges, is there anything you'd like to say to the committee before we vote?
No, ma'am. That I reflected on, what I did. Sorry about what I did, and I'm ready to, get back out to my family and my sick dad that I take care of and get back to work and prosper.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear you say all that, but I think we're ready to vote. I'll be voting first. I do find you guilty of violating condition number 4 of your parole conditions. You pled guilty to criminal activity in court on October 27th. I believe the police report is more credible than your story. My vote today is going to be to revoke your parole. And whenever you are released, add a special condition, you have no contact with Ms. Martin whatsoever. Mr. Rushing.
Mr. Burgess, based on you pleading guilty in a court of law to simple battery, which is a violent misdemeanor, which is a revocable offense, I revoke your supervision.
Mrs. Jackson.
My vote is the same.
All right, Mr. Forges, today your parole has been revoked. You'll have an opportunity to reapply. I do believe. Good luck to you.